Cordelia Chase is arguably one of the best developments in the entire verse. Hey there, Scoobies. To quote Buffy, she was Cordy until she was destined to be the one.
Well, I don't want to say shallow, but let's say a certain person who will remain nameless, we'll just call her Cordelia, looked like a classical philosopher next to me.
In the context of the show, Cordy is the quintessential, vapid, shallow meme girl found in every high school throughout the world. A trope done to death in the 90s and early 2000s.
If your supreme klutziness out there today takes me out of the running, you're gonna be so very beyond sorry.
But is that all she is? If the main theme of Buffy is that of growing out of adolescence, then Cordy acts as a reminder to the audience of who Buffy was, so that over the course of the show, we can see how far she's come.
I don't think I'm going to be taking any more orders. Not from you, not from them.
And Charisma Carpenter played that perfectly.
Hey, Cordelia.
Oh, please. I don't mean to interrupt your downward mobility, but I just wanted to tell you that you won't be meeting Coach Foster, the woman with the chest hair, because Jim was canceled due to the extreme dead guy.
And I wholeheartedly believe that if Carpenter wasn't as good as she was in that role, that's exactly how the character would have remained.
You think I'm never lonely because I'm so cute and popular? I can be surrounded by people and be completely alone.
Cordelia is firmly established as the mean girl in season 1.
God! What is your childhood trauma?
Despite this, Cordy is the first one to approach and offer friendship to Buffy.
Hi, I'm Cordelia.
I'm Buffy.
What is wonderful about Charisma's performance is how the elements of someone much deeper are there even early on in the show.
I just don't see why everyone's always picking on Marie Antoinette. I can so relate to her. She worked really hard to look that good, and people just don't appreciate that kind of effort.
You know, they're just deep, deep down.
Let's just say I haven't been able to eat a thing since yesterday. I think I lost like 7.5 ounces. Way swifter than that so-called diet that Quack put me on. Oh, I'm not saying that we should kill a teacher every day just so I can lose weight.
The difference between them is that Buffy was forced to grow up, as she was burdened with a great responsibility.
As long as there have been vampires, there's been the Slayer. One girl in all the world, a chosen one.
He loves doing this part.
All right. The Slayer hunts vampires. Buffy is a Slayer. Don't tell anyone.
If we're looking at Cordy like a mirror image of Buffy, then she proves, through her own development, that Slayer or not, Buffy would eventually grow up too.
It's so me. I need it.
You don't need us, it's just a place. You're more than that.
How? How am I more than that?
It's worth noting that vampire slaying is an allegory for growing into adulthood. Although meant for Buffy herself, it can be applied to the greater cast. In that sense, Cordy is also forced into this growth, and like Buffy, she's thrust into it unwillingly. Character is something that's often built through the struggles in life, and Cordy's lack of stems from a privileged upbringing. There is evidence that, like a lot of teens, Cordy is attracted to the bad boy.
Hello? Hey, man brain. What are you doing?
Shut up.
Well, just one date. He totally flaked on me, and I don't even care. God help me, I think it's cute. Oh.
So, her relationship with Xander is a turning point for her. It's growth, albeit small. Cordy is attracted to guys being mean to her, so...
Oh, an extraterrestrial. So that's how you get a date after you exhausted all the human guys.
Really,
What am I, mass transportation?
That's what a lot of the guys say, but it's just locker room talk. I wouldn't pay any mind.
the relationship with Xander isn't that big a stretch. The growth comes that Xander at his heart isn't a bad guy, which is a move forward for her. And the end of their relationship brought pain.
Oh, God.
This, as heartbreaking as it is, was an essential step for her character. You add to that her family's financial ruin, missing out on further education, and remember, she might be slightly ditzy, but she's actually quite intelligent.
I'm just worried it may hurt my standing as campus stud when people find out I'm dating a brain.
Please, I have some experience in covering these things up.
They say what doesn't kill us makes us stronger. And in this case, Cordy's resolve becomes ironclad.
Cordelia, can you hear me? Cordelia!
And in this moment, her potential is fulfilled.
I saw them all. They're in so much pain. We have to help them.
She still has a story to tell, but gone are the selfish desires replaced with a need to help the hopeless. I mentioned that Cordy starts out a mirror for Buffy to remember who she was as she grows. But as time goes on, Buffy becomes a mirror image for Cordy, her seeing what she believes to be weakness and reminding her of her own strengths.
I'm not a sniveling, whiny little cry, Buffy. I'm the nastiest girl in Sunnydale history. I take crap from no one.
If pain builds character and we are all working towards self-actualization, then Cordy manages what few have been able to at the end of Angel Season 1. And she is fundamentally changed at her core, like Buffy herself. If Buffy is a show about becoming an adult, and Angel is a show about being an adult, then this may explain why Cordy and Wesley show us the most growth of any characters in the Buffyverse. Being the two that transition from one show to the other, we get to see them become adults, metaphorically, and then live in that form. For me, Cordelia Chase represents the embodiment of inner strength that seems to be waning today. She speaks her mind, she stands up for others, and she maintains these traits while learning the importance of empathy.
Go team.
So if you do anything else, be like Cordy.
Hi, guys.
If you like that video, you know what to do. Give it a like, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy.